shot and he scores! He tries to... Here come the Braves, and a save there when they score! So here's Lassen with a shot and he scores! He tries to walking in, he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first run! Teresic gets a shot and scores! 4-4! Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores!
And towards Cox. Cox gets a shot away, Davis makes the save. No, it's in! It's in! First take the lead!
Live from O'Brien Group Arena in Melbourne, this is AIHL TV. The regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Owners. Owners are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Well, the last time these two teams met, the Brave handed out an 11-4 demolition over the Mustangs in Canberra, and that will be the one the Mustangs will be hoping to forget. While the Brave, they are rolling steady at the top of the AIHL ladder, and they're looking to go back-to-back this AIHL season in terms of good old cups, and they'll be looking to go back-to-back in terms of points this weekend, as this is game one of a doubleheader. The second game will be here tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Well, my name's Steve White. Thanks for joining us here at the AIHL, and welcome back. Getting the band back together to Rod Johns.
Well, I'm glad you're back, dude, because while I had fun while you were away, almost too much fun. I did miss you, man. Although, you look like a new man today.
Yeah, well, I've had to...
You look 20 years younger.
Well, I was going to go 30, but I had trouble getting in the door. They didn't let minors in, apparently. So, sans the beard for temporarily anyway, but...
no minors, just construction work.
Yeah, or majors. So I'll make a hockey reference anyway. Ha, ha, ha. All right, so the Mustangs are Brave. Must-win game for the Mustangs. Not for just confidence, not for just points, but also for confidence.
Absolutely, for sure. And I think they have something to prove, and I think they were disappointed on the previous weekend when they lost to their arch rivals. That was not in the game plan, and I'm sure that if someone had a chat before the game, they would have thought that the Mustangs would have won that game, and that wasn't the case. So they need to get their act together and stick it to Canberra, who I'm sure will be looking to repeat what they did 3 weeks ago.
Indeed they are, and we are underway here at the Icehouse as they dig in for the puck down low. Isaacson digs at it as well. It's moved back now to number 44, Owens, but his adversary, Connor Riley, of the same number, has the puck now and explodes down the left side. There's a nice drag and drop there from Gabriel. He's the danger man for the Brave and has been all season. As a Mustangs held in the line, as a save there by Nastyuk. And that one goes wide. Welcome to the AIHL, Kevin Nastyuk.
Two big ones there.
We'll talk about it, the new addition here for the Mustangs, announced 2 days ago. That shot is from a tight angle, goes back to the point now here for the Brave. Digging in now, here's Riley, gets the shoulder there from Thomas. Yetman went fishing for it. That's Gabriel, excuse me. It's flipped up and Vyasov is off to the races. Can he get to the puck? He back up! Oh, and he scores! Vadim Vyasov has opened the account here for the Mustangs, and it is 1-0.
Well, go figure that one and watch the replay, because Vadim didn't have much on the back checker on him, and he made one last good reach at it. It shouldn't have went in, but it did. And you know what I was going to say to you before? He's having a whale of a season. Let me tell you, that's exactly what the Mustangs need. Second effort, big time, and bang, it's in.
So Vadim Vyasov, that's his 12th goal of the season. That's the second best of his career. He equaled his 2016 total last week, and his career best, 18 goals in 2015. But he gets goal number 12 on the year and goal number 1 for the Mustangs. They lead this one 1-0, just over a minute into the first period, as Humphreys with the steal and slide through center, just flips this one in. Dawes back to get it, and he chips that one into the netting and into the crowd. We'll get a whistle.
So I know you weren't here, and you probably saw the replay.
Yeah.
Last game, we scored 20 seconds into the game, and it looked like we were on our way. So they need to stay focused and not lose sight of what they're trying to do, and that's get another one.
Yep. So the Mustangs out to an early lead now. This is a confidence thing for them because, as we talked about, obviously at the start, 11-4 is nothing to be seen. That got nasty that last game up in Canberra. 4 players ejected. Of all of them, Damien Bright, one of the nicest guys on the Mustangs team. But he found himself in the action, and that one will be covered by Nastio.
And what was the reason for his ejection? His beard was too long or something?
Well, probably. Well, I can't talk now, but no, himself and Jamie Burke went to fisticuffs, obviously not against each other, but with respective, one of the Kubaras, I believe it was Tyler. And, well, much to be said about that weekend. I'll leave it at that in terms of the penalties, but Kai Miettinen out digging at it. The Mustangs have numbers here in their defensive end. It trickles back to the point. Centering that one there was Kamenzian. Namer said we haven't seen since 2012, I believe, with the Gold Coast Blue Tongues, last time out in the AIHL, but he's come back at the age of 37 this year. Back to the point now. Kubara with a drive. It's blocked up high there by Jones. Kubara gets it back, flings one on net, and it's taken in the chest there by Kevin Nastio.
So what's the deal with Kamenzian? Why did he come back?
I just think the Brave enticed him back with some pretty clever marketing, I hear. No, but good to see him back. As I said, I remember seeing him skate with the Blue Tongues all those, 7, 8 years ago now. Good old-fashioned bundle fog, which those of us old enough to remember, it was stuff of legend and danger as well. Which led to the Blue Tongues being out of the rank anyway. Here's Kai Miettinen with a little bit of chip and chase. Nice move from him. They go down low, and Nastio turned that one aside. Only arrived 2 days ago to Kevin Nastio. Here's McDowell. Wide angle shot and a good save there from Climie. We've got 2 NHL draft picks battling it out at either end between the pipes. We'll talk a little bit more about that. But the puck now into the corner, Miettinen into the glass. Henning went searching for it for the Brave. It comes all the way back out to centre. And also nice forechecking there as Christensen went down, and Vyasov in confidence early, and he forces the stoppage. And
again, a good second effort on Vadam's part to get right onto the Brave player and just not give up. He's got quite a skill set, Vadam, and I've always said if you play him with the right people, good things will happen, and it certainly would appear that that's the case now.
Indeed it is, as that shot goes off the side netting of Climie's net. And the puck now dished into the opposite corner. Dawes back to get it, playing a defensive role this season, or most of it. It's Owens failed just to keep that onside for the Mustangs. Shoots it right back into his own end now here for Parker Thomas, another one of the import contingent this year for the Mustangs. Combines with Owens again with a give and go, and they trade places once more. As Owens down the far side, leans into a shot. That one trickled wide off the shin pad there of Dawes, and it's flicked all the way back in to the Mustangs defensive zone, where Jackson Lane will relinquish to the icing call.
It's really quite interesting. I don't know if you ever read the program, but this program has Parker Thomas on the front cover, and he actually talks a little bit about where he played position-wise and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now he has to readjust for playing in defense and things like that.
Yeah.
And then you got Mr. Owens playing up when he usually plays back.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting.
And then obviously Dawes playing defense when he usually plays a forward for the Brave end, at least. Anyway, that one's offside, and we'll get a whistle.
Now, were you going to say something complimentary about the program?
I have a pile of those back at home, and the wife has been nagging me to do something about them. I say, come on, historical relevance here, love.
And do you know who the guy is that puts them together? Oh, could be.
So Christensen, well, that was a bit of a, not sure what happened there. The penalty box door opened for a brief period, and then it closed again. And Christensen, I think he was just dropping something off. Anyway, puck shot in behind. Dawes, that's batted down there by McMahon, and it's a hand pass, and we'll get a whistle.
It's quite funny, actually. Last night, where it was the Saints versus the Sharks.
Oh, yep.
And there was a whistle on a high stick.
Yep.
And one of my players, who is a smart dude, went to the penalty box. And everybody said, I don't think you need to be in there for that. So,
well, the other team shouldn't have said anything. We get 2 minutes anyway. Probably had the ref fault. But anyway, here's Kubara. Shoots this one off the glass. McMahon manages to hold that one and shuffle it right back in. And in come the Mustangs again through Humphreys. His shot is blocked there off the shin pads of Kubara. There's a good hit there from Gabriel, lowering the shoulder And he comes up with a puck, but he's coughed it up. Here's Humphries. 1-2 now here with Anderson. Oh, what a save by Climby.
Wow.
Patience there from Matt Climby. And Humphries mixing it up early, but great save there from the Brave netminder.
It looked like Matty didn't get it up enough. He was thinking about it, but I don't think he got enough elevation on it. Have a look.
Yeah.
What about the hand pass rule? And did you see the playoffs with the hand pass and the goal that got scored?
Yeah, the San Jose game.
Yeah, two linesmen, 2 referees didn't see that.
Yeah. That's played with a high stick, and I don't think anyone will be going to the penalty box there unless Robertson will touch it. He does, and he washes it out. Wasn't going anyway, but for the sake of the joke, I thought I'd make the call. Anyway, play continues. Dished off and taking a hard hit there with Robertson, but managed to take a hit to make a play and get the puck to his teammate. But some good forechecking now here from the Brave by Joseph Hughes. 6-time Goodall Cup winner, holds the record. We're going to make it 7 this year, and he's in a good seat to do that, given the Braves' form so far. However, we've still got just under half the season left to play, and at least a game and 3/4 here this weekend. This one's dished out now here to Casey Kubara. He got stripped of the puck. It comes out to centre. Burke went searching for it, but Kamenzian gets the puck back now here to Kubara. And in come the Brave through Darge again. Darge tried to clip that one across. Well taken there by Dawes. He goes across the high slot and tried to get Nastyuk to move, and couldn't do so in the end as McCoy chips that one off the board. Looking for it there was Owens. He's stripped of it. Well done there by Darge, but it's forced out, and Owens gets a second chance as the Mustangs break in 3-on-2. Slips it to the trailer. Vyasov to Isaacson. Nice move. Oh, what a save! Well, great move and a better save there from Climby. Thomas, some skills to pay the bills here early in the first period from both the Mustangs and the Brave. 9:15 to go. It's a 1-0 game. The Mustangs. Lane puts a shot through traffic. They dig at it. Puck still live as Vyasov goes down. And so does Isaacson as he tries to lay the hit there on Gabriel. Gabriel had the lower centre of gravity and said no thanks. This one shot up back now here to Isaacson. Takes the shoulder there from Dawes, who locked onto him. Swung around there by Price. And up back to centre. Picked off though by Isaacson. Takes the hit there from Riley. Slides it across. Trailer here is Thomas. Delays, shoots, and it went wide in the end. Held in by McMahon, the skipper. Puts it back into the corner. Skated onto now here by Apps, but he's stripped of it there by Riley and Price. It's moved in behind the net. Price has to try and shake a couple. Can't get the puck out. Thomas did a good job to put it back in play. Dawes, the bigger man in that contest, but the smaller man, Apps, gave him something to work with. Dawes comes away with the puck, tries to flip that one out. Thomas reaches with the stick and cuts off a near 2-on-1 there for the Brave. Flung into the opposite corner. There's high-octane stuff here with 8:08 left in the first. So that long-range shot flicked out by Climby, and we'll have a whistle.
High-octane stuff. I like that. You amaze me every time you do this. Now let's get serious
here.
Can
you ask my wife the same?
You know how you talked about we're into the second half of the season and these guys should be in the driver's seat, but the funny thing is it doesn't matter how many points you get. It all comes down to that last weekend and what happens in those 2 very enchanting games.
Yeah, exactly right. Frozen 4. This is the interesting. It's always been the comment of the NCAA Frozen 4 because it's the same format.
Yeah.
But has its pluses and minuses, and the debate around AIHL playoffs will drag on for the foreseeable future anyway. But you're quite right. It's not about winning the first one, it's about winning the last one.
Yeah.
Here's Jones now with Burke. Jones, and he flips that one through the high slot, and picked up now here by the Brave. Tyler Kubara sends it in. There's the 2 16s, that being Robinson and Kubara collide. The Mustangs version wins that battle out as Mietnin backs into it. Couldn't get the puck out. Jones can. Burke collided there with Kamenzian. And they have a little bit of a conversation. Not unlike Jamie Burke to say something. This one gloved down now here by Robertson.
Probably just wanted to wish him well.
No, of course. I haven't seen you in a while, mate. What's going on? Here's McCoy. Been 8 years. Well, they saw each other last time they played. Anyway, Owens into the corner. Owens now. Vyasov got sent to the ice there by Dawes. And he looks to be okay as he gets right back in the play. And Isaacson gets right back on the puck. Here's Isaacson. Nice move. Gets around Dawes. Isaacson still has the puck. Looking for Vyasov at the far post. But the Brave did a good job of isolating him. Here's Owens, tries to draw 2 Brave defensemen to him. Gets the puck now here to Vyasov. Robertson pinching in, looking for the outlet. Vyasov maybe a little bit too fancy with that. Loses control of the puck. But the Mustangs do a good job of hemming it in for the time being. It slips out now here to Hughes, but we got a 2-on-1 here. Hughes and Darge. Timely stick there from McCoy. He broke up that pass there. Joey Hughes swings, so Kubara swings and misses. And this pace has not let up. Kept in on the line now here by Kubara. That being of the Bailey variety. Into the corner it goes, 8:05. Well, not 8:05, 6 minutes to play. The clock is frozen there on the scorebar. Our apologies. Here's Joey Hughes now. Hughes slides it across, looking there for Kamenzine. It pops up and it's gloved by Nastyuk. And we'll get ourselves a whistle.
Well, you're certainly right about one thing. The pace has been good. So if you're a paying patron, be very happy about this because there's nothing boring at all. It's go, go, go both ways.
And you might score yourself a free Kodiak hard hat.
Oh, mate, hey, I'll just put it on. What do you reckon?
Well, I don't know. Is the Combox cam on? No, oh, you're lucky there. It'll come on later, don't worry. It's, this one moved out to Humphreys. He's knocked to the ice. We've got a penalty up. First penalty of the game. Looks like Joe Mayer's going to argue it was low. Here's Flack now as Nastyuk heads to the bench. 6 skaters on the ice, but I don't think it's going to matter as the puck is touched. Gabriel goes to the ice, and he's called. He's
still thinking, what did I do wrong there? Let's have a look.
The call is kneeing. Let's have a look. Here's Humphreys.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Oh, it looks like he led with the hip. Hard to tell from that angle. If it was the knee was the principal point of contact, I wouldn't have been able to see it from there. So,
well, good opportunity now for the Mustangs to get their power play moving. I was a bit critical last game about their power play. I thought they played with the puck too much. They certainly didn't take enough shots.
Yeah.
And the funny thing was they were in control. They just didn't shoot the puck. So they need to be more clever, especially with someone like Cleamy.
Yeah. So first power play of the game here to the Mustangs as this one's sent out. Here's Joey Hughes, short-handed, walks in, fakes the shot, walks around. Still got the puck. It's Hughes, he dishes it on. Nice save, Nastyuk. And another one there from Nastyuk. Net's come off its moorings, and Joey Hughes looking as dangerous as ever. Short-handed as he and Jordan Owens have a little meeting.
And what a great little play there. He just about was successful getting around the defenseman. He was smart enough that he had another guy with him, and Mustangs were very, very lucky to not have a short-handed goal scored on them, which I believe. I wasn't at the Canberra game in Canberra, but I understand they scored 3 short-handed goals on the Mustangs.
Yeah, it was a bloodbath.
Yeah.
It was an absolute bloodbath. There's Dawes now. But they've had some pretty physical rivalries in the last 3 or 4 seasons, have the Mustangs and Brave. That was just the latest chapter in them. There's the Brave now. Oh, they're going to come out. Potential breakaway now here for Hughes, but Isaacson gets back. Hughes delays, though, waits for a trailer. Hughes still walks in, shoots. Great save, Nastyuk. And it's popped out. Well, Joey Hughes had the Mustangs defense. All ends up there. And the Mustangs yet to register a shot on this power play with 4:46 to go in the period. Here's Thomas, delay man. Here comes Owens. His shot is saved there by Climby. And the Brave look to break out on the counter-attack here. Looking just as dangerous with 4 players as they are with 5. This one shot and deflected back now here to Anderson. And that's picked off again here by the Brave. Look, calling for the one-timer there was Casey Kubara. And the Brave, as I said before, you may be forgiven. You're thinking they're the ones on the power play. The Mustangs yet to register a shot. Here's Anderson now. Slides it across to the trailer. Burke at the other wing. McMahon forced to come in and slide this one into the defensive zone here for the Brave. Climbing out to play it. But it comes back to the point now. McMahon across. Faking the shot there was Burke, trying to draw players to him. He chipped it across there to McDowell. Just couldn't get a clean handle on the puck. Finally does. Back to McMahon. Back to Burke. Aggressive PK now here for the Brave. A shot from Burke, gloved by Climby. Will hold on.
Well, again, like I said, they had problems with their power play last game against Melbourne Ice, and the only good thing about it was so did Melbourne Ice, okay?
Yeah.
But they need to be more attentive, and certainly when you got guys like Joey Hughes on the penalty kill, you have to be careful about giving up the middle. He had the middle and no one was on him, and thankfully he just lost a stride on that or he was gone.
Indeed. As this one's sent across now here to Troy Robertson. It's flipped in, Climby pulls it out. Slapped back out there to Kubara. He fires it the rest of the way as Gabriel gets ready to rejoin the action, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey here between the Mustangs and Brave. Only one shot there to Jamie Burke on that power play. Here's Vyasov now, takes it at the near side. He's muscled into the boards there by Kubara. Slips by, though, does Anderson. There's Riley. Works this one out. Looking there for Gabriel. Draper's going to have to bail him out. But Gabriel just deflected that one into the Mustangs bench. Will have a neutral zone face-off.
So it's interesting. I don't know if you've been watching, but Matty Armstrong, not Matty Armstrong, forget
Anderson.
about that. Matty Anderson's been having, I think, a pretty good year too.
Yeah.
And like, if you just watch him up the ice there, he made a couple good moves, got the puck to the forward skater,
Yep.
read that play really well, and I think that he's been a positive addition to this arrangement.
Yeah, I mean, had a couple of years, 3 seasons off before coming back in. So, yes, he has that small forward, a lot of speed. As Owens chips this one, tries to play the chip and chase, but the chase was a bit lacking. Isaacson cuts this one off at centre after the flip clearance there from the Brave and breaks back into the zone. Isaacson, nice move, shoots and is blocked up high. Joey Hughes cleans it up and a potential 3-on-2 here for the Brave the other way. Hughes drops this one off. Cross ice, good save from Nastiuk off that shot. And Kevin Nastiuk earning his keep early. His first game here for the Mustangs. Jones now. Got a loose pass. Jones 1-on-4. Fires one, deflected into the netting. Will get a whistle.
I just want to go back to Matty Armstrong. No one should forget Matty Armstrong. I actually said to him after the game against the Mustangs that I actually thought he had a pretty good game, and he looked at me and he was surprised. And I said, don't be surprised. I thought you played well. So
had a really good Sandler record, but for the Mighty Roos this year, he was fantastic. Hopefully we can get another year or two more out of him. He's getting on. So I'm not a disrespect there. But
I'm getting on. He's not getting on.
Well, in terms of hockey years. Maybe not senior D, but anyway, that played with a high stick by Mietten and it's cancelled out, though, as the Mustangs touch the puck. Kubara blows a tyre, and a potential 2-on-1 now here for the Mustangs. But a good stick there from Kamenzine prevented a possible 2-on-0 on Matt Climie. Bright fishes this one here to McMahon. Here to Burke. Oh, and Kamenzine had the shoulder prep there for the chest of Jamie Burke, but he gets the puck now here to McDowell. He shoots, and that's into the netting again. We'll get a whistle.
Now, you know how we don't usually comment on the coaches and their attire and things like that?
Yeah.
But I was looking at Johnny Moses last game, and he had these wild new glasses on, and I thought he might have a different perspective on things. He doesn't have them on tonight, so what do you reckon that's
I'm going to have to ask him in the post-game interview about that. Rob Stark also always well-dressed.
Yeah, well, you can't knock him for that, that's for sure.
He's a lawyer, mate. You can't. Can't. So
does he have a walk-in wardrobe with 4,000 suits?
I don't know. So anyway, here's Gabriel. And this one's shot out now here by Bright. Just gets it out to centre. Oh, here's a potential breakaway now here for Humphries. Potential 2-on-0.
Wow.
And Mitch just blew a tyre as a 2-on-0 there for the Mustangs.
Was wide open.
And well, second best chance of the period there for the Mustangs. Goes begging. That could have really thrown a spanner in the works of the Brave. It will be, I think that the tale of this game will be, can the Mustangs keep this pace for 3 periods? As the Brave have really... Oh, they score!
Wow.
Well, just as I said that, the CBR Brave answer back. A tying goal, and it's 1-1.
So that was a deflection upstairs off something that probably shouldn't have went in, all things considered. But there's no way that that Nastiuk could have done anything about that.
So we have a look at the replay.
Yep.
It was Riley with the goal, Connor Riley. Just take a look. Oh, well, unfortunately, I'm going to get through the replay, but that went past Kevin Nastiuk, and first goal of the game for the Brave, and it's a 1-1 hockey game. 39 seconds left into the first period, and I would say, given the end-to-end action, probably the scoreline it deserves at this stage of the game. As Kubara gets to the red line, flips it in, and he flips it into the 4th row, and that'll be a neutral zone face-off.
Well, you know, from a Mustangs perspective, that's a bit unfortunate because they were going to go in the dressing room with a 1-0 lead, exactly what they wanted.
Yep.
And anybody who plays this game knows full well that when you get into a position like this at that late in the period and all of a sudden someone scores, it deflates you a bit. And if you're not careful, you can get burned again before the buzzer goes.
So Isaacson wins that draw. Maybe one opportunity for either team here in this period. One last one to get on the board. It might go to the Mustangs. It's sent in front by Owens. Isaacson just ran out of real estate. And that was a great chance.
Watch the replay again. That was a great little saucer pass to Isaacson, and there wasn't a lot of room to move on that. So I give Mr. Owen a fair bit of credit for that. And a good save, too.
So the Brave just trying to hold on for this last 30 seconds, or both teams really. It's 1-1. Despite what the scorebar says. And appeals for a penalty as Kubara goes to the ice. And play continues. 17 seconds left as the Brave might try and steal one here at the end, but that one's sent around as Hughes goes digging for it. And Vyasov now, 5 seconds left. Got to be quick. He gets a long-range bouncing shot that Climby calmly steers aside, and that will do it. After the first period, it's the Brave 1, the Mustangs 1, and a great period of action there, Brock.
Sure is, sure was, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second period, because both coaches would be pretty happy. I think that Mustangs would be ecstatic over the fact that Nasiak stopped 2 shots right in the first shift that were sure goals. So all in all, it's like it's a 0-0 game again. So let's see what happens in the second. Absolutely.
And after one period, it's 1-1. The Mustangs 1, the Brave 1. Goals to Connor Riley for the Brave, and for the Mustangs, Vadim Vyasov. And that does it for the first period. We'll be back with the second period of play right after this. And welcome back to the O'Brien Icehouse here in Melbourne, where it's 1-1 between the CBR Brave and the Melbourne Mustangs. Goals to Connor Riley and Vadim Vyasov, and we're underway here for the second period. We'll get Rod John's thoughts in just a moment, as Riley, looking for goal number 2, goes shoulder to shoulder there to Parker Thomas. Glove down there by Gabriel, as the puck now in the offensive zone of the CBR Brave, and they're looking to go on the offensive here. Chipped out of the zone, looking for it. There are the Mustangs, but it comes right back in. A quick one-time shot by Draper, as he is buried there by Thomas in the high slot, and the Brave players have a bit to say to him. A huge hit there on Draper as he gives Thomas the little cross-check.
Well, Parker Thomas is a pretty solid player, and so I wouldn't expect much less. And I think at the end of the day, that's the sort of thing that needs to happen. They need to make sure that the Canberra Brave are fully aware that if they're in that zone, they're going to get taken out, as opposed to stand and have a coffee and wait for the puck and get a free shot. Yeah,
exactly right. So the face-off will come into the neutral zone as the defenseman came in to that little scuffle. Face wash fest, if you want to call it that. Here's Thomas now with the puck, slides it up here to Isaacson, with Owens and Vyasov on this top line here for the Mustangs. Vyasov puts on the Jets. Climby beats him to the puck. And the puck shot right back out now here to Parker Thomas, who retreats again for the Mustangs. Slides it out now here to Vyasov. Vyasov fires it right back in. 14:10 to go. The score is 1-1, not 1-0 on the scoreboard. Apologies there for that little error on your vision. Here's Thomas now. Just
it's in the right way, though. If you're a Mustangs fan.
If you're a Mustangs fan, yeah. This one's shot up now. Here's Vyasov. Gabriel. Vyasov now. Move this one up. Taken out now here. And picked up now here by Humphreys. Humphreys slides it across. Got some feedback there in the... as Draper slides that one in now with 13:35.
I'm just going to put another plug in for Vadim, because I don't know if you noticed, but in the corner, he reached out across and stopped the pass from coming out to number 44, Mr. Riley, who was unattended and wide open. So if that pass had got to him, Mustangs would have been in big trouble. So a second effort again.
So here's McMahon. Sorry, folks, we've got a few technical issues at the moment. We'll hope to have those straightened out in the next minute or two. There's Bright now, plays this one off the boards. Bright slides it across. McMahon fires it up now here, looking for Humphreys. We should say this is one of 4 games being played across the AIHL this afternoon or this evening, depending on where you are on this continent of ours. The Thunder and Adrenaline going head-to-head in a doubleheader this weekend. The Ice Dogs have a 1-0 lead over the North Stars, thanks to Jeremy Vasquez early in the first period. Vasquez coming across from the Bears, and the Melbourne Ice and Sydney Bears doing battle up at Macquarie. We'll have all the scores as they progress through the evening. This one shot across to Humphreys, couldn't take it cleanly. He goes in, picked up there by Dawes. Burke just skates back now, fires that one lazily on net, but doesn't come to much effect as McCoy wins a loose puck and puts it back into the neutral zone as Dawes is decked there by Humphreys, and a good stiff check there at the blue line. Well, plenty of hard hits in this game. Continuation of the theme that from the last time these two teams played, particularly that second period where it got really rough. Here's Jones now, fakes the shot, walks in, Jones shoots, good save by Climby, who went post to post and feeds it right back in. There's Burke, who looked like he tripped his man, but that being Joey Hughes, but the referee said no. There's Dawes now. Picks up the puck here for the CBR Brave and starts out down the far side. Dawes slides that one through, looking there for Miettinen, and comes a heading with a score!
Wow.
Hayden Dawes on the second go has made the game 2-1, and the Brave with a 1-goal lead.
So watch the play unfold, right? There's a bobble in front in the slot. 2 guys to the right, wide open, and no one's on them. Everyone's watching the puck. You must watch the trailing guys or you're going to get burned, and that's exactly what happened. And there's no way that Kevin Natsia could do much. Watch this. Now, you can't see that off to the side, but there are actually 2 to 3 Brave players that were unattended.
Yeah. So Hayden Dawes, that's his 7th goal on the season, 21 points on the year so far for the Brave. Forward turn defenseman this year. Interesting discussing that with Rob Stark on the AIHL podcast a few weeks ago. He's basically turned Hayden Dawes, who had the great first season last year with the Brave, into a defenseman. He's played at least 85% of the year on the blue line. Here's Owens. Slides it across the lane. His shot is blocked up high and into the corner. And picked up here by Owens. Looking for the one-timer from Vyasov, but much like Rod Johns on the 13th fairway, a swing and a miss. And that's going to be icing.
Hey, have you been following me around or something?
Oh, no, I've heard stories about... you were down at Huntingdale, I believe, is your course of choice. No, I don't know where it is. I just pulled one out. It's near Oakley. Why not?
Dude.
That's where they play the PGA when it comes here.
Well,
yeah.
They asked me to do that, but I was a bit busy at that time.
Oh, okay. Tiger was threatened by your record, was he?
Exactly.
So 11:18 to go. The Brave with a 1-goal lead over the Mustangs. 11:17 to go here in this second period. First game of a double-header, obviously. The Brave and Mustangs will play again here tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll bring you that one live as well.
I was going to say that, you know, Parker Thomas hit the Brave player in the slot.
Yep.
One thing I'll say about the Mustangs imports, certainly Parker Thomas and Isaacson, they're not afraid to throw the body. And I was a bit misled by Isaacson. I didn't think he was like that, but the more I watch him, he's not afraid to lay it on.
Absolutely. And that one shot, and Climby loves it. Should talk a little bit about obviously the Mustangs' new signing this week. I knew about this last week, actually, but I was sworn to secrecy, and I upheld my end of the bargain. But Kevin Nastyuk, third-round draft pick in 2003, probably one of the greatest drafts, NHL drafts of all time. You know, when you had Getzlaff, Perry, Brent Seabrook, and the rest. He went in round 4, and I think Kyle Quincy and Paul Bissonnette were the 2 other major draft in that round. So when you're in good company there with Biz Nasty, who was here start of last year for the Spit and Chitlets podcast.
Right.
So there's a bit of trivia for you. But spent last season in the ACHW, which is sort of below sort of the ECHL, bit of a local league there. But 6 years in Germany and a year with Coventry Blaze before that. So won a championship, I believe, with Dresden Eislauern in the DEL2. So.
Have a look at his background, though. Look how many years he played for Medicine Hat. So if you know anything about Canadian hockey and amateur hockey, when you're playing for people like Medicine Hat, that's a big deal, okay? So he obviously was and is a good player. And
also extensive career in the coast in the AIHL. But he's here now for the Mustangs and got in just before the June 30 import deadline. There's Isaacson. As Owens was tripped up in the slot, and fans want a penalty. Play continues. They've got one coming. As Joe Mayer, referee, puts his arm up. Nastyuk heads to the bench. And 6 skaters on now here for the Mustangs. Can they do something with it is the question. Here's Owens back to the point. Slides it all the way across. Burke with some time and space. Fires one looking for a tip. A good save on Climby. And the Mustangs still have it. Here's Robertson. Behind the net now here to Vyasov. He's pursued relentlessly there by Riley, the goal scorer for the Brave, and that's going to bring a whistle and a penalty coming up.
So I actually turned my head there for a second. How long was it before the ref called it?
No, he called
Did the ref call it or the bench called it for the ref?
No, called it straight away.
Yeah, okay, good.
But, I think the call there was interference, but it looked like it was, textbook trip. So Jordan Draper will take a seat.
Interesting play by Jamie Burke at the blue line to take the shot. 6-on-4. I would have thought you would try to work it more and get in a bit on Climby, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good to take a shot, but like you have to weigh the situation up.
Yeah. So Riley gets to the puck first. Draper, so Riley over the puck. He's offside as Joey Hughes was by a fraction. Gives the linesman a bit of a, yeah, sure, mate.
So here's where I was going to talk to you about exactly this. So we're on a power play. They need to watch Joey Hughes and his partner, because they're not afraid to take it to these guys, and they'll do that every chance they get.
Well, Hughes and Darge, pretty deadly pair for the CBR Brave. But Joey Hughes only rejoined the Brave, or started playing for them again about 5 games ago. It's game number 6 for him tonight, for this season anyway. Here's McMahon. Just delays, looks for an outlet pass. Got Burke now here with the puck. Burke flings it on net. Good save from Climby. And they have a pretty good screen from Sean Jones there in the low slot as Anderson patrols the blue line. Slides it across. Idea was there. Just a bouncing puck. Unable to settle down there was Brendan McDowell. Comes out now here as McDowell was sent to the ice hard behind the play. And the puck out here to the neutral zone. And Weeb Darge has got some time and space. He moves in, draws his play to the ice. He shoots. Good save. Nastiuk. The rebound kicks out and he puts it wide. Darge here short-handed, causing some problems. He goes up upstairs and he puts it over the crossbar. Man, Mustangs bailed out there once by the goaltender and once by an errant shot by Waheb Darge, but he had them on their toes. Here's Jones now. Mustangs are in the midst of a change, so reinforcements will have to take their time getting there. And Thomas will just settle things down the opposing blue line now here for the Mustangs. There's only a few 45 seconds left on the penalty.
Gabriel wasn't happy about something.
No, I think there's a little bit of stick work there, just off camera, as Climby has the puck here. 8:24 left in the second period. Gabriel just...
I'd say that was offside.
Yeah. As Thomas forced to retreat all the way behind his own goal line, and the power play about to come to end for the Mustangs. Here's Owens, maybe one last opportunity here for the Mustangs with the man advantage. Here's Owens delays. Just back to the point now here to Isaacson. And we're back to 5-on-5. And this one lofted in behind play, and Nastiuk forced to gather it in and shoot it into the corner as Isaacson digs at the puck. Mustangs come out of their zone. Draper, oh, he took a hit there from Vyasov, but Vyasov got the worst of it. And a little acknowledgement.
Well, it's funny. I don't even know if they meant to collide with each other. They were both sort of doing something, and they ran into each other more than trying to hit him.
Well, looks like Vyasov was trying to get around.
Yeah,
but
he was,
but he did at the last moment brace his shoulder, so maybe Vyasov bat him with a little sneaky one. Not like, he's not a physical player though, so
he's a Russian. So
yeah, well, Estonian. Going,
hey, I'm Ukrainian, so
don't say that in the old Soviet republics. It is. That one's dug at there in the corner. And Anderson picks that one off. Well, he's Australian now, so he's a dual citizen. He's a Mighty Roos. So here's Dawes. Has the puck now. Dawes got through traffic, knocked Anderson over. Here's a shot, and a good save there from Nastiuk. Referee's arm is up.
Yeah, I think Parker Thomas is going.
No, I think this is going to be on Canberra. I'm not sure. It was interference is the call. Let's have a look. I don't think there was really anything. Oh, no, it is. It's on Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see just a off shot there. He did the good old pick and roll.
Now, I got a shout out going here, okay? So,
Go for it.
Sue Gullick, one of our diehard Mustangs fans, unfortunately must be very, very ill because she hasn't been able to come to the game. So she's probably lying on the couch right now listening to you and me.
Yep.
Chat on about things.
Okay.
So Sue, here's one for you. I hope you get better quickly, and we do miss you dearly.
Indeed, I'm not sure how much of a good antidote our voices are, but I'll take yours is. And here's this one moved across. Here's Hughes now with the puck. Looking for Darge here on the point, who just skates on the right side of the blue paint. Hughes does a good job using all of the ice. Back down now here to Hayden Dawes. This one moved down to the side of the net and shot all the way out. And picked up back now here to Riley. Riley now. That one is shot across, deflected, but Greg gathered in now here by the Brave from Jordan Draper. Puts it in behind the net. Good work there from Bright just to buy a few seconds here for the Mustangs penalty kill, but the Brave have possession. Back to the point, Riley thought about the shot, goes across. Draper slides it across, intended target. There was Gabriel posted at the other face-off circle. And the Mustangs do a good job of forcing this out. Isaacson just left the puck behind as He and Owens were preparing for a 2-on-1, short-handed, but not to be. Daj, nice work from him. Trickles the puck all the way through as Hughes picks it up behind the net. Penalty is about to expire, another 30 seconds. It's plenty of time as far as the Brave are concerned. Riley at the point, keeps it onside. Gabriel holds the puck in, top of the circle. And well, just a bouncing puck and a hard one there for Riley to settle down. And both teams use the opportunity to change, but Vyasov with a great forecheck. Vyasov moving in, he shoots. Oh, what a save from Climby. As Owens tried to pick up the crumbs, he's still got it. Owens with a shot and a good save again from Climby. Well, Vadim Vyasov is on tonight.
Yep,
very
great
nearly,
second effort again.
Very nearly caused goal number 2 there for the Mustangs. 5:20 to go here in this second period. It's still 2-1 here to the CBR Brave. And that will be that as the penalty comes to expire on the whistle.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scorro is back at the end of this period.
Interestingly, you missed the first bit there, but the first bit was the entertaining bit because he literally stripped the puck from Riley, who, again, you got to remember, Riley's a seasoned player. You wouldn't expect that. So you got to put a good effort into it to do something like that.
At the end of this period.
So, 5:08. As Burke picks this one up, just flings it right back in. Jones is going to go in on the forecheck on Climby. Almost stole the puck off him. Interesting, that encounter put up a YouTube video I was watching earlier. I'll talk about that a bit later as this one moved back. And, well, it looks like Gabriel copped a slash. And, yes, a penalty coming up here to the Mustangs as Thomas is getting the gate. I think there's a little bit of salesmanship there from Jesse Gabriel, but he's drawn the penalty.
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, it actually didn't.
It was a slash.
Yeah, slash didn't contact his hand, but it was still there. So.
Now you know something, dude.
Yeah.
We haven't had a tweet.
I think Dom's working overtime up there in the production office at the moment.
Penalty to the Melbourne Mustangs. Number
there are tweets. I know Anders has tweeted in, but
for slashing with 4 minutes and 48
so hopefully we can get him on screen. But if we can't,
and the Mustangs are back.
There's Isaacson now. Draws it in as that one is hemmed up and back into the neutral zone there by the Brave as Hughes picks it up and skates back in over at the blue line. And the Brave straight back onto the power play as the previous one was unsuccessful. Here's Hughes, drops it off to the goal line. Back to the point it goes. Delay there from Draper. Nice pressure from Stringer with lumberjack with that stick there. And put back into the corner, but picked up now here by Gabriel. Dishes off, looking for Draper. And now here to Daj. 4 minutes to go here in period number 2. 2-1 the score. Daj has it now, looking for Riley at the point. Time and space, thought about the shot. Give and go, feed there to Hughes from Gabriel. Hughes with a turnaround shot, another save there from Nastyuk. And back out to center ice it goes, and Riley will hold on. The Brave piling the pressure on here late in the second. Here's Gabriel now, top of the circle, looking for outlets. Got Hughes and Riley. Riley flips that one on net. That's into the netting of the wrong variety, and that'll get a whistle.
Matt Stringer, they've played him a few times on the penalty kill, and I think really he's a utility player, and that's one of his strengths. He plays the penalty kill very well. And so I'm actually glad that he's out there. And a little bit of a plug for him. This is his 202nd Mustangs game. So he's definitely a journeyman.
Absolutely. Has been a faithful servant of the Mustangs. As that one shot on net, a save there by Nastyuk, and it's covered, and Damien Bright just protecting his goaltender a little bit.
Well, and who had the puck and who took the shot, so I can't say enough about Mr. Hughes. Some people like him, some people don't like him, but he has a skill set that's quite unique. He's right in the exact right spot, a little bit of a spin around, and he gets good wood on that. He just didn't have anywhere to put the puck. And,
someone's getting the boot from the face-off. Sorry, getting the warning from the face-off, because obviously the new rule has come in. Face-off violation this year. AIHL rulebook, 1 warning, and then it's a 2-minute minor of any infraction. Well, and that was nearly some dental work on the CBR.
Ladies and gentlemen, no scorer.
So one warning and then a 2-minute minor. And what's the, explain to the public what the warning might be.
So it could be for putting your stick down too early draw, encroaching on the circle, late arrival to the face-off. Anything that was previously a face-off violation is now considered potential for a penalty. So this one's shot around. It's rule number 53, 54. I'll check that later. But either way, that's come in this year. So this one's shot out here to Gabriel. And it's interesting because it has a lot more compliance. NHL obviously still don't use it, but I would say the compliance rate is pretty good considering when you're going to be down a player for 2 minutes.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
As opposed,
usually a key player.
Yeah. As the Mustangs are back to 5-on-5 as Thomas is back on the ice. And this one sent across. Here's a shot from Gabriel right into the chest of Nastyuk, and he covers as Thomas and Hughes. Little bit of, I was going to say a bit of Bruce Lee wooden dummy Wing Chun there, but
interestingly enough, I don't know if you remember last year, but Joey obviously was playing against the Mustangs, and they wound him up, and he bought into that.
Yeah.
And so, for as much as I don't really condone this kind of stuff, if you're smart and you can play to the player's weakness, and that is a weakness that he has, you can get him going, and if you get him going, right, he can actually end up in the box, which is exactly where you want to put him.
Yeah. I remember the infamous when Joey was back at the Melbourne Ice the first time at the Sydney Ice Dogs. Was it 2011, 2012?
Yeah.
The infamous bench clearer up, well, not clearer, but Joey versus the Sydney Ice Dogs bench at Old Liverpool. That was quite one to behold. Here's McDowell now. Wide angle shot, pretty comfortable save there for Climby. Here's Burke now. Side of the net, McDowell went fishing for it, picked up though by Price for the Brave, and a bit of indecision there from the Brave defence, and it comes back out of the zone though, all the way up now here to Tyler Kubara with Mietnin. Mietnin has the puck, sent it in front. Oh, it's just under the skate there of Nastyuk. It was a centering attempt and nearly went into the net.
So, just deviating, you made a comment back in the first period about one of the rinks, I think, and the fog in the rink. So,
yeah.
So, the funny thing is when you look at the rink that we're playing in now, which is state-of-the-art, and I think back when I was actually coaching Melbourne Ice in their first year.
Oakley.
Well, Oakley and even Blacktown, man.
Yeah.
I mean, Blacktown was hilarious because you ring the puck around the boards, it hits something and bounce out at 90 degrees right in the slot. And if you were there, bingo, bango, bongo,
Yep.
So we've come a long way.
Same with Perth Ice Arena in the summer. It's notoriously hot over there in Perth. They have to open sometimes the Zamboni gate to get the fog out. Remember, many a summer league trying to skate rings around to get the fog out. First 5 minutes of the game. Anyway, 1:26 to go. Sent in front. Climby with a save. It's poked out again, and Burke just couldn't get to that. Anderson has it in the high slot though. Anderson with a shot, and it's blocked there by the 6'4" frame of Hayden Dawes, and poked right back out now. Mustangs still have control. They hold the blue line. Well, as Thomas saw a bit of an indecision there from him and Jackson Lane. Nastyuk out to bail out his defenseman. And an intelligent play there to put it under the boards.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
A minute remaining here in period number 2 as Riley fishes that one off now here to Darge. Back to Dawes. It was shot. Took a deflection there off Lane's skate and just ended up wide. Put now here to Dawes. His shot, and that's blocked before it got through to him. And the Mustangs look to counter quickly as they so often do. Here's Humphreys over the line. Drops it off now here for Anderson. Slides it cross ice. Probably should have thought about the shot as Vyasov puts it back in deep, and Darge goes to work now here on the back check for the Brave. Dawes just stands his man up, but Anderson comes away with the puck back to the point. Bright holds it, shoots it, and deflected it off a Brave player, that being Casey Kubara. As Vyasov takes the puck now. 14 seconds left, maybe one last shot coming here from the Mustangs. But the Brave have the puck. They look to break out quickly, but Michael McMahon, the ever-dependable captain of the Mustangs, breaks that play up, and we've got a tangle in front of the Mustangs. Benches Anderson, and Casey Kubara have a little bit of a wrestle, and Owens comes in to play peacemaker, and there is plenty of feeling, but we've got a penalty here at the whistle. And I'll be interested to see who goes, if both go or if just one of them goes. As for Yasov and Gabriel, Gabriel's taunting Vyasov.
And Vadim's not really one to get into stuff like that.
Nope. But Jesse Gabriel plays that role very well.
And then smiles.
Yeah.
It's good to smile.
And,
well, here's the deal, dude. The second period, 2-1, anybody's game. The last thing you want to do is take an unnecessary penalty and give the opposition the opportunity to go on a power play at the start of the third period to either close the gap or increase the gap. Not on.
Well, we're just trying to sort out what was happening at the end of that second period, but it finishes 2-1. The Brave 2, the Mustangs 1. We'll be back with the third period of play from the O'Brien Icehouse right after this. And welcome back to the O'Brien Icehouse here in Melbourne, where it is currently the CBR Brave 2, the Melbourne Mustangs 1 here, and a really breakneck speed and plenty of nastiness in that second period, Rod.
There sure was. And fortunately, I think for both teams, you got a coincidental minor, which is a blessing in disguise for certainly the Mustangs, because it'll be an even strength affair. But I think that Mustangs need to contain some of the Braves' big shooters, and they need to tax Clamy a bit more for sure. And they need to be very, very careful of people like Joey Hughes and that, and not let them freewheel.
Indeed, and 3 other games being played around the league this afternoon. The full complement of AIHL games across the country. The Bears and Melbourne Ice currently 4-3 at the end of the second. Goals to Ratcliffe, Newmark, Annesley and Gauthier for the Bears, while Stallhuth, the new recruit for the Melbourne Ice this week, as 2, and Jonathan Bremner with the lone goal. And the North Stars have a 3-2 lead currently over the Sydney Ice Dogs, and we're underway here at the Ice Dogs, sorry, at the Mustangs and Brave here at the Icehouse, and that's going to be icing. So we have coincidental minors to start the third period, I should add, that basically at the end of that fracas in front of the Mustangs bench, where we've got Kubara and Anderson both in the box, so we have 4-on-4. And the way this game has evolved, that will suit both teams. As this one's slung out now here to Draper, tries to get around Thomas, does a pretty good job of holding on to the puck. Does Draper, he shoots, and a good save there from Nastiuk. Picked up now here by Gabriel, wheels and deals through the Mustangs defense, still got it, lost it, but picked up now here by Draper, tried to get Nastiuk to move, and they score! Jesse Gabriel makes it 3-1 for the Brave.
So watch the move that he makes, okay, to get past the Melbourne Mustangs defender, and still come up with the puck. Just an unreal little move, and again, more body on guys like this. So hopefully we'll see the replay on that again.
So Jesse Gabriel, well, he's just had an absolute explosion here to the CBR Braves since arriving. This is only his 7th game. That's 25 points on the year, 17 goals. And man, has he been the revelation for the Brave this season. And well, only 2 goals the difference though. Plenty of hockey to play left here in this third period as this one's shot in. McMahon, he gets stapled to the glass there by Kamenzine off his own dump in. And play continues as Hughes, he gets checked into the glass, rode most of that. Vyasov picks the puck up now here for the Mustangs, and just had his progress delayed there by Darge, lost the puck, and the Brave were looking to go back in, but the Mustangs come back the other way through Jones. As the rest of the Mustangs in the midst of a change, still 4-on-4 here for the next minute. As this puck shot right back out, as Darge just delays and hands it off to Kamenzine, and Joey Hughes out there on the blue line with him, that being the attacking blue line as far as the Brave are concerned. The puck now trickles in behind the nets, and well, the Mustangs seize the advantage. And looked out ahead of McDowell with Burke. McDowell delays, looking for Burke, and he brought Climby to the ice, but put the puck over the goaltender into the opposite corner.
Look at Climby. He was thinking that was the wrong move on my part.
Indeed he was, but Nastiuk at the other end makes the correct one and makes the save.
So I find that when you play 4-on-4, you need to be very clever about who you put out there, because the ice is open and you want to take advantage of that. So you certainly don't want to dawdle. You want to have people that are fast and very clever about breaking what's already open even more open and getting a free skater in to wreak havoc. I think people lose sight of the fact when you know, it's 4-on-4 and they just think it's just the game again, but it really isn't.
Yeah, absolutely. And well, both those players, I thought they're going to come out at the next. No, it's a bit of indecision there because they should have come out. They should have come out earlier, but anyway, play continues. This one's shot, and icing is the call, and we'll get a whistle.
So I was just having a little look at where where the Brave imports are from, and it looks like they've got the corner on the market in Western Canada.
Oh, they do.
Okay, so was that prairie farmers, or what's the deal there?
And even Hayden Dawes, who's a dual citizen, grew up in Alberta. So
Wow.
I was going to say the Brave might be establishing the Calgary office. I'm pretty sure the way they're going, the Calgary Brave, as this one moved out and trickling all the way back now here to Climby. And dangerous move. He shot that right into the Mustangs attacking forechecker there. And that was risky, and I'm sure Rob Stark will be addressing that. Here's Gabriel. Delays, and that one's prodded back. And the Mustangs will sweep this puck out. You would think, though, they've lost it back. Here's Draper now. Draper tried to hand it off to Riley, and that trickled past him as Riley gets put into the glass. Mustangs trying to force their way out of the zone. They finally do. 2-on-1 the other way. Thomas and Humphries. Thomas delays, shoots. Off the pipe it went as Dawes muscles him off the puck. And the Brave get out of jail there. Thomas tripped over the stick there of Riley. And no penalty there, according to referee Joe Mayer.
He was looking for one, though.
He was indeed. McMahon skates the puck out now here for Melbourne. Here's Vyasov. Dragging the leg there was Isaacson just onside. Dragging the puck was Vyasov, and couldn't get through the Brave defence, but it comes back to Isaacson. One-time shot, and that was just wide there with Owens setting up shop at the back post there for the Mustangs. Isaacson throws a blind pass and turns the puck over. Price sends it back the other way. 16:25 to go here in the third. Still a 2-goal lead here to the Brave as Owens and Vyasov and Isaacson. Owens' shot hits the netting, I thought, and I don't think the referee saw that. Play continues. Owens now. Now Owens, did a good job. Owens got the delay for Bright. He shoots through traffic and it was blocked. Great move there for the Mustangs. Owens had the vision, but too much traffic in front and unable to get through. And away comes the Brave now here through Kubara, but just lost the handle on the puck, and McMahon sweeps up now at the back. Vyasov dishes this off to McDowell. Mustangs in the midst of a change, so 1v4. McDowell's shot is blocked, and Climby, I think, got the rest of it, and it goes into the corner, but he concedes territory now here to Kubara, who concedes the puck. Climby forced out. He had to clear that puck, and Jones fires it on a vacant net, and he just missed. Wow. Matt Climby living dangerously here in the third period, and very nearly coughed up another goal. And that one is shot all the way, but I think Darge is going to beat out the icing call. He is. Darge now got harassed. Lucky not to be called for holding there was Troy Robinson. Here's Burke. Burke now shot. A good blocker save from Climby. Follow-up chance is wide. Burke has it, sends it in front, but Cummins in there to affect the block. And now it's the Mustangs' turn to go on the attack as Casey Kubara muscled there by Burke. Tries to draw the penalty. Doesn't come for him. Hughes gets checked into the glass. He looks for a penalty himself, but referee Joe Mayer doing the right thing.
He looked for interference on that.
As McCoy now. Harassed there by Joey Hughes as they battle in front of the penalty box. Anderson, well run there. And here come the Mustangs again. Flack moving in, a shot, they score!
Yeah!
Mitch Humphries has made it 3-2. And just like that, it's a one-goal hockey game.
That was a great setup. Watch the play. A good read. Mitch Humphries right where he should be. Claim he doesn't know quite what's going on. Bingo, it's in. Watch the replay here. So Flack's got it. Good little move. Sees Humphries, and it's home and hose.
Wow, what a setup there from Flack. And that's only the second goal of the season for Mitch Humphries. This is only his 9th game, though. And
well, I don't think he's played as well as he has been, and like he seemed to struggle. Even watching him in this game, I thought he struggled in a little bit. So that's got to be a good confidence builder and something that will help him to strengthen his game.
Yep. Here's Isaacson now. The crowd really lifting. They are well and truly in this. Here's Vyasov walking in. Oh, look for the finishing touch there with Owens.
The puck.
And you're quite right there, Rod. Maybe one move too many. Yep. Back the other way. Here's Gabriel now. Fakes the shot. Gets slammed there as he shot it And the puck comes the other way as Lane muscles his man. Well, yeah, it's plenty of feeling here at the moment. Gabriel feeling for a penalty, getting the boos here from the Mustangs faithful. You got to love it. You have to love it. And the atmosphere in this third period has picked up. Here's Isaacson now. Owens. Owens now just pulls off and puts that puck into the corner, but the Mustangs gather it back in at centre here through Bright. Bright now tried to chip it through, arriving late. Here's McDowell, sends one on net, and a good save there from Climby. Jones pursued. Draper tried to force it out. Hughes down to Draper. Stood up there brilliantly in the neutral zone by McDowell with the Brave come forward in numbers. Here's a shot from Draper, a good save there from Nastiuk, who just got enough on it. Up to Burke now. Burke with Kubara to beat. Burke tried to slide one through using the defenseman as a screen, but Climby saw the puck all the way. And Jones comes to his assistant, knocked to the ice, looks for Bright now. Bright with a shooting lane, looked for a tip in front, it didn't get through, and the Brave will try and muscle their way out, but it's held in by the Mustangs, albeit temporarily, and sent back into the defensive zone. The Brave looking frustrated here as that one shot off the referee. Let's see how they respond. Hughes tried to flip that one through to Casey Kubara. Anderson gets chopped. That one goes high off the glass and all the way there to Kai Miettinen, just fans on it. And Bolt, nice move though from Miettinen to recover to the outside. Kai Miettinen, as we talked about, broke his arm on day dot of the Mighty Roos training camp and missed the Serbian tournament in Serbia, but he's back out there now. Has been the last few weeks for the Brave, and good to see him back on the ice and producing here for Canberra. But as the Mustangs now come out through Robertson, took a hit there from Kamenzian and separated from the puck. Picked up now here by Miettinen. The Brave hemmed in their own defensive zone, looking for a breakout. They might get one here down the far side through Miettinen, who's covered a fair bit of ice in the last shift or two. And Darge roofs this puck in. Nastiuk decides to let it go behind the keeper, not through to it, as he is the keeper, of course. Here's Vyasov, flings one wide. That's going to be icing, surely. And waved off as Humphries did well to get beat out the call. It was close. And Isaacson tries to hold the line. But it really is a bit of a trench warfare out there at the moment, considering the last couple of shifts, as neither team can really get a smooth handle on the puck. There's Dawes with some nice skills there. Just bit of Yoga Bonito, even though it's the wrong sport. Going back there to the 2006 FIFA World Cup, as this one moved back now here to Vyasov. Tried to dangle his way through, blew a tyre, but he's bailed out here by Isaacson, just on side two. Isaacson runs out of real estate, but doesn't relinquish the puck. Isaacson with a great shot, and a great save there from Climby, and a frantic last 3 or 4 minutes
well,
there.
I reckon that was probably a 4.5 minute stretch with no whistle, mate. And it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But let's go back to Climby, because I don't know what he was thinking there.
Yeah.
He literally waited for the forechecker to get right on him before he decided to fire the puck, and it almost rebounded and went right back in on him. That was play one.
Yeah.
And then play two, why didn't he just come out and freeze the puck?
Yeah.
Like, if I was Mr. Stark, I'd be having heart palpitations.
Yeah. And you sort of do that stuff, I guess, when you're 5 goals up or something like that. You can risk it, but when you're only 1 or 2 goals, pretty risky. But then again, Marty Brodeur made a career out of that, as this one, and he was very, very good at it. They had to bring a rule in for it. Here's McDowell now, and we've got a penalty coming up. Yeah. Holding's the call. Looks like Jones is going. And a penalty against the Mustangs. The Brave will go on the power play with 1 goal, the margin here.
So let's go back to the offensive goaltending, okay? So Kevin Natsiak apparently is very, very good offensively, and you can see that a couple times. He knew what was going on, and he knew where to go to get the puck up. So that's okie dokie, but you're right. You got to pick your time and space for that, mate.
So 10:35 to go. Here's a penalty to kill off for the Mustangs, and an opportunity for the Brave to capitalize and extend it to a 2-goal lead. Darge's centering pass almost deflected into the net, and it comes back out now. Here to Stringer. Stringer sends it across. Pass had too much on it there, intended for Isaacson, but Isaacson manages to delay the Brave power play for a few seconds and wipe some time off the clock. As Draper picks it up, skates to the outside. Draper looking for bodies to center the puck to, can't do it in the end. And still has the puck though.
Did you see that?
No, I have to see the replay.
Jordan hooked Gabriel, right? And Gabriel tried to pull the penalty by dropping to the ice.
Well, he is known for his role. He's more of a scorer in this league. Here's Vyasov, drag and drop, and he shoots. And a good save from Climbing. It's loose. They dig at the puck. Owens hunting for that loose puck, but it somehow stays out. And now it's the Mustangs' turn to be aggressive on the PK as Hughes and Vyasov battle in the corner. 10:36 to go. Actually, it's 9:20. Ignore the scoreboard. Excuse, threw me off as well. As Hughes picks the puck up as well.
It's 10:36 somewhere in the world.
As the puck back to the point now. Back to Hughes, who interplays, looking for Draper in this high slot, and he couldn't pick him up. And this one chipped out and all the way into the attacking zone for the Mustangs. Climbing forced out of his net. The Brave will change personnel, and it's picked up now here by Dawes, who fishes the puck out now to Kubara with Kamenzian on this power play. Dished off to Gabriel. Sent across, nice vision to spot Miet, and his shot, great save, Nastiuk, and sent it again, and Gabriel was one swing away from making it 4-2, and it just didn't find the heel of his stick. As Kubara sends this one in deep, and we're back to 5-on-5 as Sean Jones has served his penance on the penalty. And it's even strength back out there at center ice. Sent back out to center ice, Jones relinquishes, McMahon takes over, dumps this one in. Hayden Dawes back as offside is the call, as the Mustangs will have to touch up. And Dawes tries to dangle through center, the big man. Manages to get a pass off there to Kubara and pick it up again to the outside. Dawes looking to hand off, but decides to hold on to it. Now sends it across to Mietten at the point. He fires, and a good save before it got through indeed. It looked like Nastiak had made the initial save, but it was actually blocked there by Bright, who's a bit slow to get up. And play continues. 7:49 of it remaining in regulation, with one goal being the margin. As Bright flips this one on and heads for some respite on the Mustangs bench. And play moves into the tracking zone. Into the crease. Did Burke try to jam that one, as Flack was also hunting for the puck. Hughes now. Hughes muscled. And, Lane loses his lid and will have to go to the bench. And around there came Kubara as the Brave bench appealed for a hold. Humphreys has it at center ice now here for the Mustangs, and Anderson just misread the pass, and it goes back into the corner. 7:05 to go. And now comes out to Parker Thomas, pinching in. Thomas tries to draw Brave defenseman to him. Can't do so in the end, and Isaacson's going to keep it alive. Fires one that's about 3 meters wide of the right shoulder of Matt Climby, and comes all the way back out now here to Robertson. Robertson now to Thomas. Just pulls up and surveys the scene in front of him. Not much on offer, so he goes to Owens out wide. Owens has two Brave players to contend with and loses the puck in the process to Darge on the opposite wing on the opposite side of the ice. Darge pulls up. Nice moves from him, but eventually has to dump this one in behind the net. And the Brave take control now here in the offensive zone. They move in. Draper slides it across the scoot and they score! Casey Kubara has silenced the Icehouse crowd, and he makes it 4-2.
That was a nice goal and a good setup. Kubara was right in the right place, and again, people are watching the puck carrier and not watching who's behind them. And Kevin Nastiak was also looking at the puck carrier too, and he left that side of the net open, and next thing you know, bingo.
So Casey Kubara, that's his 4th goal on this season. It's the 4th goal here for the Brave, and it's a 2-goal hockey game in terms of the scoreline with 6:09 to go. And as we've seen so far in this game, anything can happen, so don't go anywhere. Here's Gabriel now. Tries to dangle through 3 players, gets shouldered in the end, and Michael McMahon comes to the rescue here for the Mustangs and gains his team some time and space. Brave are offside, so they have to leave the puck behind. Burke, nice position, moving in, they shoot. Oh, what a save there from Climby, but what a setup there from Jamie Burke to spot Brendan McDowell coming in late. Now a bit of a calamity there at the back there for the Mustangs, but Nastyuk has to bail them out. And again, we have a 2-on-2 break the other way. Well, end-to-end stuff here. Here's Humphries now. Humphries tries to dangle to the outside. Jumps across, centers the puck. It's loose out here for Burke. Burke just can't get a release on the shot. Finally, Thomas does exactly that, but it's deflected and wide. And the Mustangs searching for another goal here as they're running out of time. Time will be their #1 enemy at the moment. Here's Flack. Humphries did well to take that one. Centers it in front. Oh, Flack looking for the tip. That was a nice move, almost the reversal of the Humphries goal. Humphries to Flack this time. Doesn't have the same end result. Sent up there to Mietinen. Picked up now here by Thomas as the Mustangs get a change. Thomas now poked away from him by Draper, and Draper's going to skate. Well, thought he was going to skate. He elects to retire to the bench and just dump it in for Mietinen to go and chase. And Thomas will have to go back and get it and then leave it here to Owens. Bit of ill communication there on the Mustangs' behalf. Leaves it here to Mitch Henning. And his pass goes astray and picked up here by Owens on the far side. Owens with plenty of speed, still in the legs. He gets swished into the boards there by Dawes, but the puck's still into the corner here for the Mustangs. Another period with not many whistles. Last 2 or 3 minutes, referee free. 4:10 to go. There's Owens now to Vyasov. He's still onside. Vyasov to the outside. Looking there for Owens, and he's just forced into the corner. Threw it blindly back to McCoy at the point, who did well. Henning just gives him a hit for good measure, and that's flipped all the way out, and that's going to be icing and an offensive zone face-off for the Mustangs and a chance for me to catch my breath.
Well, and you deserve to catch your breath, but I'm going to give Adam the benefit of the doubt because I think he actually saw McCoy and he read that well. There was no one there, and he knew McCoy was going there, so that's why he dumped it off. Hey, who's the dude with the beard?
Yeah, well, who's the dude
without the beard?
Who's the dude with no beard?
Huh?
I'm waiting for the warrant to expire before I can grow my beard again. But anyway, McDowell.
Yeah.
And that one's saved by Climby.
What are you going to do with the post office picture?
That's what there's Adobe Photoshop for. Here's one sent out wide to Henning. Did well to protect the puck and center it, and a good save by Nastyuk. And the Mustangs trying to breathe a sigh of relief. Here's Burke now. Burke looking for trailers, got 2 on offer. One of them's Jones. He shoots, and a good block there from Kubara. As Jones keeps the play alive, McCoy does likewise. We'll keep an eye on Nastyuk to see when he'll retire to the bench, whether Max Parent decides to pull him. As Hughes has the puck now for the Brave. Joey Hughes. Yeah, too many men. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Brave got away with one then.
Very lucky.
2:55 to go. Riley to Kubara. The Brave now trying to play a bit more conservative, but they would like another goal just to make sure from their perspective. Here's Hughes now. Back to Riley. Oh, he relinquished the puck. Here's Humphries with pace. Climbing out a long way. Runs into Humphries. And the last time we saw that from memory was Stu Denman and Sam Wilson in 2012. And the end result was a lot more different. A lot more players on the ice, particularly one Vinnie Hughes. His brother is still out there right now, but he relinquishes the puck now here to Flack. Flack, oh, he gets lit up into the Brave bench. He's had a pretty good game as Tom Flack. The Brave have had the better game so far in terms of the scoreline. Daj, he just can't control the puck. 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes for the Mustangs to try and send this to at least overtime. With the Draper, well, Thomas had him lined up. Saw it, did Draper. Draper's got the puck. One touches that one through to Riley. Sends it on now here to Gabriel. Top line out, courtesy of Rob Stark and the CBR Brave bench. Here's Owens, hit behind the play. And fans want a penalty. As Nastyuk heads to the bench. 6 skaters on now here for the Mustangs. And the last-ditch chance saloon is a follow-up shot there from Robertson is blocked. Robertson sends it behind the net. Owens fishes for it. It's loose. Robertson going to have to control it here in the corner. And Vyasov can't do so. Robertson throws one on net, and that one's wide. Here's Isaacson. 1:19 to go. Sent into the corner. Owens couldn't pick that puck up. Robertson can. Here's Burke. Just looking for an outlet. Has Vyasov, he shoots, and it was blocked through traffic. Great chance there for the Mustangs. As Vyasov calling for it, fans on it, and he whiffs on it. This is a very good opportunity here for an empty netter for Draper. Shoots it wide. That's not going to be icing as he was over the red line. As 45 seconds remain, but here's a chance now here for Gabriel to ice the game. The Brave lining up to shoot on an empty net. Oh, what a stick save from Michael McMahon. And that has to be the save of the game from a non-goaltending player, obviously. It's a tip if he ever wanted one. Here's Burke. But can the Mustangs tie this one? I would say not. 24 seconds. Going to be their enemy is the scoreboard. McMahon, Burke, back to McMahon. Time expiring. Here's Isaacson. Centers one, looking for the trailer. Flack came off his skate. Climby, and a great save. And there's going to be more as the crowd voicing their disapproval. But Climby saying, just protecting my net.
Well, well, well. 10 seconds left. Face-off still at their end. Well, 3, 1, 2. We got.
Oh, and looks like Gabriel and Burke are having a convo. Well, when have they not been this game?
But no one's going anywhere, so.
No. Timeout, I think, has been called.
Now, during this timeout, I got to put another plug in, okay? So I got a couple friends here that are with Siemens. And so this one goes out to Emily and Michael, who've never been to a game before, and they're certainly getting their money's worth now.
They are indeed. Also, Kodiak Night, proud sponsors of the Melbourne Mustangs.
Exactly.
We thank
you want something built, go to Kodiak.
And a shot there is saved by Climby. There's only 5 seconds left as Vyasov loses his stick. Great save by Climby. It's loose in the crease, and it's saved. That will do it. And in one of the games of the season, I will call it and say it that, a CBR Brave with a 4-2 win here over the Mustangs at the O'Brien Icehouse tonight.
So it's very unfortunate that the game was a loss for the Mustangs, but when you think about the 11-4 loss in Canberra, you've got to be happier. Okay, obviously you want to beat them, but you know you can beat them if you play like this, and that was certainly the case because the game went back and forth. Both teams had control. A good game all around, I thought. Fantastic.
I mean, that second period potentially, especially I should say, was fantastic. And then the last period, I think we had 3 or 4 shifts where there was no whistle for 3-4 minutes.
Well, you look tired. Okay.
We've got another game to go tomorrow. But no, I thought Hayden Dawes was fantastic for the Braves. So was Gabriel, despite the disapproval of the Mustangs.
But you know, there was other guys too. Like you and I are trying to pick this, and Riley played well as well. Draper played well.
Yep.
So it's a hard one to pick, but I think we picked the right guys this time.
And I think Kevin Nastyuk on debut, despite the scoreline, was very good.
Wow, the first shift and the first 2 saves that he made, bing bang, like that was unbelievable. So what a way to start your career with the Mustangs.
Indeed. So to wrap things up here from the Melbourne Ice, or the O'Brien Icehouse, it was the Melbourne Mustangs 2, the CBR Brave 4. We'll be back with game number 2 from the O'Brien Icehouse, thanks to Kodiak, tomorrow, 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. We'll catch you live here from the O'Brien Icehouse. I'm Steve White, that's Rod Johns, and we'll see you tomorrow.
See you,
here
dudes.
at AIHL.tv.